right, so recording has started. Once again, bro,
Okay.
assalamu alaikum, and thank you for allowing that to happen.
Yeah, salam
Hopefully,
alaikum. Yeah.
cool. So we were talking about Friday prayers, right? So I think
Mm-hmm.
it's really, really important, right? I mean, as you know, Islam is it's not like a culture, it's not like a workout routine or a diet routine, right? It's because, for
Mm-hmm.
example, for the difference between that and a religion is, you can have any workout routine, right? So you can say, hey, you know what, I can work out on Friday or Saturday or Sunday. I got to do 3 times a week or whatever, right? And then there's like whole different philosophies on what workout to choose and all that. And most of them will get you some sort of results, right? Some
Mm-hmm.
more efficient than the other. So, but the difference between religion is like, now it's a command from God, right? From Allah, from our Lord, our Creator. So, Allah has chosen Friday. Okay. Now, if what happens if we go for Friday, right? I mean, it doesn't make Allah any stronger or bigger or more powerful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it?
Oh no.
Right. So it's more of a manifestation of our faith that, because let's say you're sitting and maybe I have work to do, I have a client, I have a potential business opportunity. So unless it's a matter of like really, really emergency, like criticality,
Yeah.
like life and death and what have you, it now becomes a mindset matter, right? Like a faith matter. Do I believe that me spending time doing whatever I was going to do will be more beneficial for me, or me trusting in Allah and making time for Friday prayers and trusting that, yes, I'm away from my desk, I'm away from my books, I'm away from my business or phone or clients or what have you. However, I believe that this is better for me and Allah will put blessing in the rest of the time I'll be putting in, right? So it's a manifestation of that belief, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just something I encourage everyone to look at, that look, yes, life is going to become like up and down, busy, less busy, pressure, less pressure, what have you. But it's like, okay, how do I balance, right? How do I make time for things? And I'm not saying that, okay, well, if you don't make it, you're becoming non-Muslim or anything like that. But I'm just saying that
Yeah, yeah.
from a prioritization level, right? The same thing goes for the 5 daily prayers, for example,
Yeah.
right? Now here, obviously, there are certain things that you can do to make it easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to take a briefly time to kind of discuss that. So in the email that I sent to you, is the first and foremost thing, bro, is to always talk to Allah, right? You can always talk. You don't have to be like, perform wudu and, face Makkah and then talk to Allah.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk to Allah while you're sitting down, right? Or while you're lying. Let's say it's morning, right? It's like 5 o'clock in the morning or 4:30 in the morning. I got to pray, but you're really feeling tired. You're feeling lazy. You want to be in the comforter. So the simplest thing we can do is ask Allah, Allah, I want you to pray. Oh, sorry, I want to pray. I want to stand up. I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling lazy. Give me that motivation. Give me that energy, right? So that's the tool that we always have, is to talk to Allah and to ask Allah for strength, and also asking Allah for forgiveness whenever we make mistakes. So I think that's the most important advice that I can give you, and also myself, is to ask Allah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
And you can do it in any language. And sometimes I know it's different. People think, oh, I don't want to be asking. It's different. It's not a relationship between a human being to another human being, right? So it's not like, oh, I don't want to be asking. I haven't done anything. I can't. No, it's different. So the more you ask, when you ask, it's actually a form of worship,
Yeah,
right?
like ever since I was young, I've always been like speaking to God in my head,
Very good.
sometimes out loud when I'm alone. But yeah, and I've
Good.
been doing it a lot while I pray, like please Allah make it easy for me. So yeah.
And I'm going to send you a playlist. It's also included in the email I sent you. I'm also going to link it in the YouTube video. So it has a playlist of prayers in English. So basically, how the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how he used to ask Allah. One of the brothers has
Mm-hmm.
done like really good translation of it. So it's a beautiful sounding English. Because I know a lot of we want, obviously at some point we want to learn Arabic and ask in Arabic. But
Yeah.
it's a very well translated in English. I'll send that playlist again as well. So that's a beautiful one. And anyone watching the video, I encourage them to take a look at it as well. I'll put the link in the YouTube description there. So that's one thing. Always ask Allah. The second thing is, like anything else in life, surround yourself with people of faith. right? Because if all your
Mm-hmm.
friends, teachers, colleagues, most of the people are not people of faith, or if they are, they won't talk about it, right? So, and when you watch Instagram or YouTube or what have you, you don't have content coming in your face talking about it unless you are subscribed to those type of things. So that's the second thing, have some friends that you hang out with or that you see. It could be friends, it could be teachers, it could be people you meet in the masjid that will remind you of that, right? Because if we are 100% surrounded by people that don't care, it's going to be hard, right? So one of the things we can do is to surround ourselves with human beings, with people, and also content, right? So that's why I've suggested, subscribing to some YouTube channels that I recommended. Again, going back on that thread that we talked about, and or apps, right? So I've suggested 2 apps that you can download and have a habit, like 5 minutes I'm going to spend on this app. So you don't even have to go on YouTube because there's a lot of distraction. I'm just going to open this
Mm-hmm.
app, spend 10 minutes and learn about a topic. So things like that, I'd highly, highly recommend. And that's going to be a routine that you will create. And right, we as mentors and coaches can support you, right? And so if you say, hey, it's important for me, Zubair, I'm going to spend like 5-10 minutes a day, watching this content, or once a week, I'll go to my masjid class, or I will use this New Muslim Academy or iERA New Muslim courses, and I'll do like 1 module every week. Like, I can't force that on you, right? I can suggest that. And then I can ask you, hey, so that was your plan. What did you do? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
So Isa, so would you like prefer to be called Isa or Kumar or?
Yeah, Isa is fine. Yeah.
Okay. So, I would like you to think about it and then maybe text me like what goals you want to do. And,
Okay.
and we also use an app called Habit Share app. I'll put in a link. Some people use that. Some people just do it like a quick
Okay.
WhatsApp weekly check-in. So that helps, inshallah. The second thing is the prayers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did you see the apps demo that I showed to the other brother? Or
Oh
I can
yeah,
show
I've
it to
seen
you as
them.
well.
Yeah.
Do you have like My
Yeah.
Prayer app?
Uh, I don't have the green one because I don't like, because
Yeah,
what
if
I
you
do to pray, right, is I watch a YouTube video and I keep it in my pocket, and because I know the movements already, and like I know Al-Fatiha, so I just listen to it and I recite it in my head while praying. Is
like
how
you
I
actually
pray.
recite with your tongue or just in your head?
No, in my head.
Yeah,
Is
so this
that
is
fine?
actually important that the verbalization is very important, right?
Okay.
So even if you're looking at it, or you are either you're looking at it or you are listening to it, you should be saying like, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, alhamdulillah. So I mean, obviously you won't be as loud, but you can see my lip
Mm-hmm.
moving. So for example, like this.
Okay.
So I'm actually pronouncing it, right? That's different than zip. You see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
because
so
I
that's
thought it would be fine. Because I heard like Prophet Muhammad, he prayed silently for like Dhuhr and Asr. So I
exactly. So
thought,
yeah,
yeah.
okay, that's
So do I
great,
still
right?
say
And
it?
right, so
Mm-hmm.
that's great. See, so and I think that's what we need to do as mentors and coaches, right? Because you may read something, right? And that's the difference between when you're working with a teacher or you're reading a book or something, right? So when
Mm-hmm.
you say silently, what it means is that, so there's 2 forms, right? So when you go to masjid, sometimes you'll see the imam saying Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So everyone can hear it, right? That's like called, praying with voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the non-silent, right? Praying loudly, praying,
Yeah.
praying audible. So there's something called audible. So when we are saying silent, it's like he's not audible to others. However, it doesn't mean that he's not praying, because for you to, it doesn't mean that you're praying in your heart. Does that make sense? So for example,
Mm-hmm.
you know how I did Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, right? It's audible. Now I'm going to say the same thing. I will be saying it, but it's not audible to you. I would hear it myself, for example. Right? So it
Yeah,
was not
yeah.
audible to you, but it was audible to me. And I actually said it. Right?
Okay, okay.
And that's different than me doing this. So I just thought about it, right?
Okay,
So
okay.
so that's different, right? And yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
you actually want to say it, and at the same time, you also want to do is we want to take one line at a time,
Mm-hmm.
and then, progress. So can you share your screen? And I can show you that app and stuff.
Only host can share.
Okay, let me make you a host. Gonna make you a host, but don't kick me out.
All right.
Let's make you a host. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so you have this app. There you go, My Prayer, right? Oh, perfect. You have
Mm-hmm.
downloaded those other two apps as well. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, don't use this app for prayer times, right? Their Fajr
Okay.
is like a bit messed up. So yeah, click on
Okay.
those three bars on the top left. Yeah, go and learn.
Mm-hmm.
So this one talks about ablution, right? So if you click on it,
Mm-hmm.
it has a video. It also has pictures, right? As I showed in
Okay.
with the other brother. And it also
Okay.
tells you what breaks your wudu, right? So everything is in
Okay.
one place. Now, if you go back, so this is going to tell you everything about Salah, the prayer. And so if you haven't taken a look at it, please do. And if you have any questions, we can then discuss that.
Okay.
But what I wanted to show you is if you go back, and so this is what I was saying. So let's say if you're praying your Maghrib prayer, right? You can just
Mm-hmm.
click on Maghrib, the sunset prayer. So now this gave you the number of units. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now if you just play it and then you put it on the floor, it will actually pray the whole prayer. So you can just follow him along.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he will actually pray the Maghrib prayer. And for example, if you want to pray the
Okay.
morning prayer, he will actually pray the morning prayer and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I watched another video. It's from like Australian Islam organization.
I think it's the same one, but what this is probably
Okay.
doing is, it's all in one place. You can see the text and you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
YouTube ads and all that, right? And
Yeah.
because you don't want to be like seeing ads while you're praying. Okay, great. So this is fantastic. Now, this is how you're going to pray. However, obviously you don't want to be dependent on that, so hopefully you need to see, okay, maybe
Mm-hmm.
in 3 months I'm going to be done with this app, right? Or 6 months, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's your target, right? So what I would suggest is, can you go back to my email or that document that I sent you? Yeah, so I think, it may be in that thing. Yeah, this new Muslim, okay. Good.
Okay.
All right, scroll down. So this is the strategy. Okay, so these things, so go up a bit. Go up. I mean, or go down, sorry, my bad. Okay, yeah, so learning resources, right? So what you see here, New
Mm-hmm.
Muslim Academy, they have like online courses, free courses. It's like step module courses, right? Same thing,
Okay.
newmuslim.iera.org also has an online course. Okay, so for example, it will be a great idea, like if you can do maybe, even if you can do one module a week, but if you have more time, you decide, right? 2 modules a week or 3 modules a week, whatever you want, but let's have something that will give you a good comprehensive understanding in a structured manner.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you don't have that, then, even if you just use these 2 apps that you've downloaded, you just make a habit of doing it 10 minutes a day or what have you, you will imagine how much you will learn over a year.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to show you about this. So this one here. So if you click on, prayer translate. Okay, scroll down. Yeah, keep scrolling. So go. Yeah, keep scrolling. Yeah. So see, I've written down all the transliteration here. Okay.
Okay, for
Now,
all the prayers?
yes, because most of
Okay.
the prayers we say the same thing, right?
Yeah,
So
for like the 4 rakah prayer, yeah.
exactly, yeah. But the difference here is that the way I've written it down is different than the app or any other book you will see, because I have broken it down based on the syllables. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah.
so you see, like Subhana Rabbiyal Azim.
Okay.
You see? So most of the other transliteration, they broke it down based on the Arabic word. So you may have 2 syllables or 3 syllables combined together and it makes it harder.
Okay, yeah.
So what you can then do is like pick a line a day. Now, obviously, would you like it to have a accompanying recording with that?
Yeah, recording would be better. Yeah, recording would be
Okay,
better.
good. So go
So I
back.
can listen to it. Yeah. Okay.
Go. Let me grant that wish, inshallah.
Okay.
Go back.
So go where?
Like go back to my email. Like,
Okay.
yeah. So just scroll down a bit. See, it says accompanying audios of pronunciation, right? So click on this. It's a playlist. See, so it's basically 28 videos. Each video covers 1 line or 2 lines. It shows you how to say it. It breaks it down for you, and it also tells you the meaning of it.
Okay, yeah. That's good.
So that's it. So now your goal is to figure out, okay, how many of these you want to do per week. It could be 1, it could be 2, up to you, right? So it's only 28 videos. If you cover that, boom, your prayer is complete. You will know all the verses of the prayer.
Okay.
And then what you can do is once you have practiced something, send me a recording of that. Like send me a slow recording of that, and then I can give you feedback of that.
Okay.
All right. What else? I think that's about it. And do you understand? Oh, and for prayer times, do you have any other app for prayer time, like ATHAN Adhan app or something?
Oh yeah, I've been using the Adhan app. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So do you know how to
I've been
read this?
using this one. Oh yeah.
Okay, so tell me the timings of the prayer.
The first prayer is from 3:43 to 5:34.
Good.
And then the second prayer, Dhuhr, is from 1:19 to 5:26. And then Asr is 5:26 to 9:02. Maghrib is from 9:02 to 10:54. And Isha is from 10:54 to 1:28.
Okay, great, fantastic. Is it 3:43? Now I think go on. Give me 1 second. Let me check. I think
I
the
live in
Fajr is probably.
Barry, so it's like a couple minutes different.
Give me 1 second, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, my bad. Okay, and you know
Okay.
how to see the prayer, the Qibla direction, right? The direction of
Yeah,
Qibla.
over here and then Qibla, yeah.
Good.
It's
And
that
if it's
way.
not working, then you can just like move it in the direction of 8, so it becomes locked. So basically, as you move your phone, the direction should not change.
Okay.
Right. So for example, if you're facing like one door in your room and it's showing you to pray this direction, even if you turn it around, it should still show the same direction. If not, that means your compass is just like fluctuating. Okay, good. So now you have all these resources. Now my question is, do you want to talk a bit about like if you have any questions, or do you want to set some goals, and then maybe we have like a check-in rhythm? Before we do that, one last thing. So now I have a group of converts. We get together on Friday night around 8:30. Sorry, not Friday night. Monday night around 8:30 p.m. And we read Quran together. We just have like any discussion. So if you're up for it, I will add you to that WhatsApp group. And
Okay. For how long?
so half an hour-ish.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can join, yeah.
Okay, so I'll add you to the invite of that call, and I'll also add you to the WhatsApp group. So whenever you can, that would be great. And other than that, you tell me like what goals you want to have, and then we can do like a quick weekly check-in. Or if you want to think about it, you can put it on the WhatsApp group as well, right? Like it could be number of prayers, how many times you want to go to masjid, what readings would you do? So obviously, if you have target, then inshallah, it's more likely that you would hit them.
So right now I'm just trying to learn how to pray, so I don't have to use videos. So I'm trying to memorize the one after you recite Al-Fatiha. For the first rak'ah, there's like I'm trying to memorize that one right now.
Okay, so let me listen to your Al-Fatiha.
Oh, okay. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. ArRahmah Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم
No, اهدنا الصراط
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
Okay, good. So let's pause on that for a second, right? And so it's good to get that feedback. Okay, can you go back into my transliteration document?
Yes.
Let's see. So I want you to see how, okay, so keep going. I'll tell you when to stop.
Yeah. Okay, here.
Here, okay, see, now read this from here.
Okay. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
Good, right? So what you were, do you remember what you were saying before?
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
Okay. I thought you
mustaqim, yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
see?
I did add
so that's why, yeah.
Okay.
So I think you probably picked that up from audio, right?
Yeah, from audio, yeah.
Okay, good. So now you can see that, you know, why having a text is also important, right? Because then you can see, because sometimes you may be adding vowels, sometimes you may be adding extra letters. So this helps you kind of, you know.
Useful.
Now, for example, like this thing is also, you know, captured in the video, right? So if you ever want to have that audio feedback, it will show you, okay, what this means, why is this sentence important? How do you pronounce it? Why do I have some letters as capital case, uppercase, and some lowercase? It's all, you know, described in that video. Okay. So okay, I think that's what we want to do. Like, so what you can do is maybe send me like recording of one line at a time so I can give you feedback on that. Or we can just keep doing these specific calls and then talk about it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I can send you lines, yeah.
Okay, good. What was I going to say? There's something else that kind of popped up. Oh, yeah. So, okay. So basically what I would recommend is, so first of all, fix your Fatiha, right? We want to be on top of it. And then after that, I wouldn't recommend. So what were you going to learn next?
It was right after Al-Fatiha in the first rakah. I don't think it's this. I don't think.
No, so basically
the reason I don't have it.
Down. Correct. So the reason I don't have that is because it's not as important as the other thing. So that, for me, that stuff is really advanced. If you keep going, keep going. Keep going. Yeah, so this is what I have, chapter 112, right? So as you said, to have another chapter to read with Al-Fatiha, right? That's what you want, correct?
Yeah.
So I have this here, but that's the last thing for me. It's not as important as everything else. Does that make sense? So that's why I don't
does it matter if I don't say that?
Correct. So your salah is valid if you don't say it for now, right? So that's why what I would recommend is go up, all the way up in this, when I start talking about prayer. Like one thing you don't know yet, again, it is a keep going. Keep scrolling, yeah, going up. So yeah, so one thing, yeah, keep going up. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, no, sorry, just Allahu Akbar, right? So now you don't have this one, the second line, which is A'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim. So there's probably a difference of opinion. I'm not sure, but I would highly recommend to memorize this phrase as well. It's like a seat belt, right? You're taking protection in Allah from shaitan. So that's why. Obviously, you know Allahu Akbar, right?
Yeah.
And then so memorize this line. And then go below. And I've explained this in this video. Okay, and then you figure out your Fatiha. But then this is right, bowing, prostration, right, ending prayer, all that stuff. You can then loop in, inshallah. And then once you've done all that, then you can go into, you know, the chapter after Fatiha. And then you can keep going from there. Then you can do first chapter, then you can do another chapter, and you can keep growing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's useful. Okay, fantastic. So I'll get my
Okay, so let's work on that. And you know, also like you know, keep a target, right? So look, I mean, I'm not gonna change. Allah has made 5 prayers obligatory. I cannot change that. But you know, obviously, you and I can say that. Look, 1 is better than 0, and 3 is better than 1, and 4 is better than 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So set your goal, and then keep at it, and then keep adding. Does that make, and also like the Friday prayer is like super important. So I would highly recommend that don't take any meetings or anything like that, and then make sure you make it to Friday prayers.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, great. All right, man. I think so. I'll let you go with this. But what I want, we'll hopefully keep in touch every week, and I'll also hopefully see you on Monday's call.
Okay, yeah, I'll come to the Monday ones. Yeah.
Okay, great. So, man, it was great talking to you. It's good that we got in touch with you, and I look forward to keeping in touch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
So, are you working in summer or just waiting for your semesters to start?
I am working in the summer too. Yeah.
Okay, what kind of work?
Oh, I push carts.
Nice.
So
Okay, so when you go to Ryerson, bro, like I think with Ryerson, there's a lot of Muslim brothers, there's a lot of classes and stuff like that happens. So once you move there, or let me know, because then I can find your local masjid. I can also introduce you to some people there and some student bodies and what have you. So you'll have a great experience, inshallah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you again, and then just remember the first thing, I think that's a great thing that you already have this habit, and that is to keep talking to God, keep talking to Allah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate your time helping me. Yeah.
No, that's our pleasure. Anytime, if you doubt anything, just feel free to check, confirm, and what have you. That's really important, right? As we saw that with that, translation thing. I mean, the silent part thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great, man. Thank you once again, and we'll keep in touch. Take care.
Okay, bye.
All right, Assalamu alaikum.
All right.